Hey you guys, it's Coach T. Just wanted to jump on real quick and do a quick Facebook Live on how to get business credit. A lot of people have been asking me questions about how to get business credit. Where do you need to go? What do you need to do? How does it work? So essentially, first of all, before I can talk to you about getting business credit, I need to explain to you what business credit is. Business credit is when you take your business and you start applying for credit for your business. This is not a way for you to get a new social and start racking up debt. That's not what this is. Business credit is when, say for instance, you have a church or you have a business. Well, you're going to set up an employer identification number, a EIN. Your EIN is basically your business social security number. So when you set that up, you set up your corporation with the Secretary of State. We're in Texas, so we will set it up with the Secretary of State here. If you get a S Corp, a C Corp, or a limited liability corporation, then immediately you're going to have to get an employer identification number, which is like I said, it is your business social security number. So once you first get your corporation established, then you apply for your EIN. You apply for it through irs.gov/EIN. Okay, once you actually apply for the EIN, it's free. You can get it in the same day. But my suggestion, do not apply for the EIN until you have gotten your corporation name solidified. Because if you apply for the EIN and you get it, and then the Secretary of State does not approve your name, now your EIN and your corporation names do not match. Okay? So let's get it right, and let's do it the correct way the first time, and you won't have to go back and fix your problems. Well, you can't get business credit until you establish all of these things that I'm saying. Okay, so now we've gotten our corporation set up. We've now established our EIN with the IRS. irs.gov/EIN. Now from there, the next thing that you want to do is, my suggestion, register with the Dun and Bradstreet. That's DUNNABRADSTREET.com. DunandBradstreet.com. This is for business credit. The purpose of business credit is to extend your business life. It's not for personal lines of credit. It's not to go get you a new car and wrap it. Well, I mean, some people do that. We'll talk about that. Let me come back to that. Okay, so now you've got your corporation, you've got your EIN, you've set up with Dun and Bradstreet. Your Dun and Bradstreet is your business credit report. So anytime anybody wants to look you up to see should they extend you credit, they're going to look at your business credit report. Okay, so now these are the three things that you need in order to get business credit. Now, once you have all these three things established, the next thing that I would suggest, first and foremost, you start with simple things, office supplies. So everybody has an Office Depot in their state for the most part. You have a Staples, you have some type of office supply store. Start here. They will set you up with what's called an SPC card. It's a store purchasing card. This store purchasing card is going to give you the ability to walk into this Office Depot, purchase things on credit, pay these things within 30 days. Now you're building your business credit score. Okay, so these are the things that you need to do in order to get business credit. So if you have any questions, inbox me, message me. I can share more. But I always like to jump on, give you about maybe 5 or 10 minutes of education, let you go and do the things that I've said. And then if you have questions or if you need help, then you come back and let me know, and I can definitely help you with that. But there's millions of different ways to establish business credit. I definitely also suggest you do business with your personal bank. Go to your personal bank. Tell them what you're trying to do. You're welcome, Pastor Ross. Tell them what you're trying to do. A lot of these banks already have accounts set up for nonprofits, for churches. I know that when I do my nonprofit events, and for you churches, you nonprofit organizations, if you guys want me to come down and do an information session at your organization, I'll have no problem doing that. But whenever I do my events, I invite bankers out. Bankers, thanks, George. For the info, he said great info. Thanks, George. So one of the things that I do when I come out is I always invite a banker. There's banks like BBVA Compass. BBVA Compass Bank has a program where for your nonprofit organization, for your church, every person that goes and opens up an account, they will put anywhere from $10 to $50 in your account in your bank account. In the churches, in the nonprofits bank account, you get $50 every time a person opens account and set up direct deposit. And I know this because in my nonprofit, we did it. We were getting $900 to $1,500 a month just in me doing onboarding classes for corporations, and then those said employees opening up bank accounts in that onboarding class. So these are things that we can do to establish your business and your nonprofit. If you don't have a nonprofit, you may want to consider starting a nonprofit, because then you can actually sow a portion of all of your proceeds from your profits of your business to your nonprofit, and then that's going to help you to have a tax deduction at the end of the year. I have a nonprofit. I can help you establish it if that's what you would like to do. Again, everything that we're talking about is things that's going to help you and further your business, help you and further your livelihood, and help to make your business more profitable. That's what these lines of credit are for. Now, once you get your credit where you need to be, you're over 640, you're ranging close to 700, I have no problem introducing you to bankers that will give you lines of credit. Typically, if you're making $50,000 a year in your business, your line of credit is going to be about 10% of that, about $5,000. That's good. Because if you're short on payroll, or if you need some, operating expenses, you want to be able to have that capital available to you. And that's the reason and the purpose for having a line of credit, is to have money that's available to you right away. But don't use it frivolously. We've got to be disciplined, and we have to be good stewards over the money that we receive for our business, because it does take time. Now, are you struggling with sales? I've done sales training ever since I started out in the industry back in property management, because with an apartment complex on every corner, we have to have a competitive edge, a special way to sell and market our properties in order to get people to want to lease with us, especially when you're in the hood. So sales is nothing but transferring the way you feel about a product or a service, making others feel the same way, thus creating a win-win situation. No matter what, every time you make a sale, there should be a win-win, not a win-lose. What does that mean? If I'm selling office supplies, the main point that I have to do is I have to listen to what it is you need. I need a pen that will not wash off. Well, we have felt tip pens, and we have, what they call dry erase pens. I'm just using this as an example. Feature benefiting the product back to you is ensuring that I, as a salesperson, heard you correctly, understood your need, and now I'm fulfilling your need. Mr. Customer, you said you need a pen that does not leak, and that is waterproof. Is that what I heard? Okay, if I can find this product for you, then you will make this sale with me today, right? They're going to say yes in most cases. Okay, that's sales. Sales is the number one component of your business. And if you're not making sales, you're not making money. And if you're not making money, this is not a business. This is a hobby. So the first thing we need to do is make sure you're established correctly. We cannot be a DBA doing business as, I went down to the courthouse and I found my business. That's a hobby. It's cute for the first 5 years. After that, it's no more write-offs. You're going to have to start doing depreciation. You're going to have to do your taxes correctly, or you will be audited. I've been audited before too. It's not too much that I teach on that I haven't been through. That's the purpose of being a life coach, and that's the purpose of being a certified educator. I'm sharing with you the knowledge of the things that I have experienced and the things that I have been educated to turn around and share. Okay, so I hope that I hit on a lot of good things. I hope that you receive some information today that can help you in your business. If you do have any questions, inbox me. A lot of people have been asking about my books. I do have books. I haven't released them yet, but I will be getting ready to do that. So let me know which information, which topic you need a book on, and then if I have it ready already, I'll reach out to you when you message me. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so glad that I have information to share with you. And if it's anything else that you need from me, please let me know. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day.